The Joe Rogan Experience.
There's something strange about the denial of death. The denial of that life is finite in a physical form, and the idea that you are going to live forever, to me, feels there's got to be some examination of that. Part of this feels like that a little bit.
There's a little bit of that.
Some of these people are trying to live forever, and I'm wondering about that.
Well, they certainly want to stay younger for a lot longer than anybody ever has before. And then you get into the weird realm of a lot of these people that want to do something to the body where it becomes immortal. Right?
Right, and that's very interesting to me, and I
transhumanism.
Yeah, and that to me is a little scary. I don't understand. I'm not smart enough to understand it, and I worry about it from many angles.
Well, it gets weird when it's really rich people.
Right.
Right, because when it's really young people and you want to stay young forever, so you're 23 and you're getting Botox, oh, you poor kid.
Right.
You're just delusional. You don't know what you're doing. You're fucking up. But when you want to stay alive forever and you continue to amass insane amounts of wealth,
right,
that's where it gets weird. Like, you don't want to quit the game. Like, you're in this, having incredible financial influence over the world game.
Yeah.
You're worth $80 billion, $200 billion, and you want to keep that ball rolling.
That to me is a little scary.
Well, it's scary because if the game continues, let's look at Bezos, for example.
Yeah.
Right? Let's imagine that Amazon continues to expand and grow. Bezos continues to profit off of it. And right now he's 58 or 59 or something like that?
About that, probably.
Well, what would he be when he's 120? Would he have $30 trillion?
He'd have,
you know what I mean?
A lot more than he does now.
And would that...
And his power would grow.
And if people started encroaching on that power and trying to limit it and trying to, that's where it gets weird. They get defensive, right?
Yeah.
If people want to tax the rich, eat the rich, they get a little, and they're like, okay, I got to fucking build thicker walls.
Get the bunkers.
I got to do something.
Well, they
and
just
I also
said,
have to create, work with the government to create some laws.
The World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab just said, and I think it was Klaus Schwab, not Larry Fink, the Blackstone guy, or BlackRock, who's now the interim president or whatever.
Thank God.
Thank God. Someone who understands the issues. But Klaus Schwab is basically like, I believe we're heading towards stakeholder capitalism.
Yeah.
Which is people, private individuals, that have it's a public-private partnership where you have guys like Bill Gates, Elon, Bezos, whoever, people at that level that have a large stake in a public-private partnership that's running society. Yeah. And I think that scares people a little bit, or it's a curiosity because you start going, and it's always kind of been the case. I mean, J.P. Morgan bailed the federal government out years ago. Like, these guys have always had a ton of power, but with tech, the level of power in terms of surveillance and data mining and the power over your life has never been as Orwellian as it is now. And it, even with AI and all of these models, it's even going to get more intrusive.
Yeah.
So I think it's not only these great fortunes, but it's their capability to literally be gods, to literally know what you're thinking, what you fear, what you want, your desires, all of these things, having all your data, knowing everything you do, knowing how fast your heart is beating. You know, all these wearable things that you have that are transmitting frequencies to, someplace where all of your health data is being stored. That's what bothers a lot of people. It's what bothers people about this Palantir thing.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah.
The Palantir thing is very odd.
A lot of people feel that this is the precursor to a social credit score, a digital kind of police state, and that it's being done under the guise of security, that you will be safer.
Which is what the Patriot Act was brought through with.
That's exactly right.
It's always the case. It's always the case. They always sneak it in like, you got to be safe.
Yeah.
And then you get the Benjamin Franklin quote.
The people that want security, right, they something about, they deserve neither.
Yeah.
They trade liberty for security, deserve neither. Yeah, I mean, it's true. I just think, Peter Thiel's giving a 4-part lecture on the Antichrist.
Yeah, that seems odd.
4-part. Well, here's what's really wild to me. 4 parts. It's not just one. One lecture on the Antichrist would be insane. This guy's doing a series. He's doing a 4-part lecture on the Antichrist, and nobody in his inner orbit went, Peter, how about one lecture on the Antichrist or no lectures? Not 4.
Well, I don't think he understands the optics.
He certainly does not.
Yeah.
It's odd. Yeah.
Tickets sold out.
Well, of course.
Well, it's a private lecture at a club in San Francisco about the Antichrist. What does he know about the Antichrist? Is he like...
I'm guessing a lot.
If you told me there was a movie and there was a guy who played the Antichrist, zoom in on that image of him.
Yeah.
I would say, oh, is that him? Was that the Antichrist?
This is like me doing a 4-part lecture on Long Island racism. Just to show everybody, how much I know about it and how scary it is and how we got to watch out for it. But it's totally not me or anyone I know. It's no one that's ever been in my backyard, but those others. He's just kind of, leaning in, I guess.
Well, I just don't understand, why. What I would like. Someone saw it. Someone saw one of the lectures that he did on the Antichrist.
Was it good?
It might have been Duncan. He said it was boring.
It's of course going to be boring.
But I don't understand. What is he doing?
He's trying to prove he's not the Antichrist.
By ratting him out.
By doing it. He's like, if I was the that's probably how the lecture starts. He goes, now if I was the Antichrist, I obviously wouldn't be doing this lecture.
You know what it's like?
Yeah.
It's like those really shitty men
Yeah.
that become male feminists.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
they tweet, believe all women.
Yeah. Well,
and
no,
you're
no,
like,
yes.
hey.
Yeah.
I know you.
Right. Well,
You're a piece of shit.
Didn't O.J. Simpson write a book called If I Did It?
Yeah, I have a copy of it.
So this is Peter Thiel's version of that. His lecture on the Antichrist is If I Did It.
I think
by
my
O.J.
wife threw it out, honestly.
No.
Yes.
Come on.
She's known to do things like that.
I get it. As a woman, you would see it and go, he doesn't need this.
Well, she thinks it's for because
For
I
fun,
go,
yeah.
somebody gave it to me for fun. It's
Yeah.
signed.
Right.
It was a signed copy.
Amazing.
And sometimes she will throw things like that out if they gather dust for a little too long.
I
and
understand.
I don't lock
Yeah.
it in my office.
If I Did It is laying on the kitchen counter.
But I had a copy of it I didn't even open it.
It's so strange.
Actually, no, I did open it. I opened it a little bit, and I was like, "What?"
It's so strange to have this. You build military AI, military drone, autonomous drone technology to export to war zones all over the world. You build domestic surveillance technology to surveil our friends and neighbors, and then your other pet passion is the Antichrist. It's odd. Wouldn't you include tennis? Wouldn't you go, and I'm big into tennis? Something else. It's odd. And I like ice fishing. I build autonomous drone technology. I build domestic surveillance technology.
And I love lake trout.
And I love lake trout. And I love big mouth bass fishing. But
Yeah.
instead, he goes, and I've also developed quite a keen interest in Satan. And I'd love to talk to everyone about it for 4 fucking things in San Francisco. 4 things in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Seems a bit much.
What's Whitney Webb's take on this?
I bet she's probably, Whitney's research is so unbelievable.
Oh, but by the way, I should say,
Yeah.
before I go any further than that,
Yeah.
Whitney Webb has some strange conspiracy that she believes someone's trying to keep her from being on my show.
Interesting.
Yeah, Whitney, I'll have you on the show. I just haven't reached out because I have thousands of people to go through. That's
He's
all
busy.
it is. I would definitely do it, though.
We've had Whitney
idea
on a
that
bunch.
The idea that I wouldn't do it is incorrect, and I apologize.
She's an enormously...
Autistic?
Well, there's a lot of this. She talks like this a lot, and she's just the pentameter of her voice is very like this. And she goes,
She knows a lot.
she knows a lot about things. She goes, Jeffrey Epstein on the 3rd day in January 1996, he met with this guy. You know, but she
With no notes. No notes. She's off
she
the
just
top of the head.
goes.
Yeah.
But she's really enormously amazing at research. She's an amazing researcher. She
Yeah.
has compiled the data.
Yeah. No,
You know?
she definitely has. And how they kill all those people in Germany? Nobody's whacked her yet.
She's somewhere in South America, I think.
Good move.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But, I mean, how much resources does she have to protect herself down there?
One of the reasons I think people like her end up being safe is she writes these very big, very studious books that no one in America reads.
That's it. Where no one, it's not a threat.
It's not a
because
threat.
it doesn't go mainstream.
It's not a threat. Now, these big Hollywood types that go, I'm going to blow the whistle on whatever the hell's going on. They go, bye-bye. You know what I mean? Or a mainstream journalist who's like, I'm going to write an article about something and, it's going to lead to a congressional investigation.
Yeah.
They go, bye-bye.
Yeah. It's when you actually create problems, not when you're just a part of the right-wing conspiracy ecosphere.
Yeah, because they can just dismiss you as a crank, and then you've written volumes of this book, and no one cares. Like, and by the way, I'm not saying it's not a great book. I'm saying it's not moving the needle for them. If you have a hard drive with something on it, USB, if somebody gives you, if you have something that could put them in jail, you're dead. My concern is like my own country, and any country that wants to offer me a large sum of money to go and perform, I will do it.
Coming soon to the Congo.
Yeah, I will absolutely do South Sudan, Darfur, Angola, all of it. I'll absolutely do South Sudan. Tim Dillon live in South Sudan. Absolutely will do it.
Yo.
Wouldn't you go to Saudi Arabia?
I'm busy.
Yeah, but
I have to stay here.
You're doing
a lot to do.
You're also doing well enough.
2 Israeli startup entrepreneurs played roles in the rise of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She pulled out of an event commemorating Rabin. Some concluded that AOC doesn't like Israelis, but 2 were instrumental in the lawmaker's early career. That's where it gets weird. They find you when you're young.
They find you when you're making mojitos.
They find you when you're young and promising. Like J.D.
Well, that's the thing. JD's going to have to, if he wants to be the president, he's going to have to say, Peter Thiel, I'm not.
The Antichrist.
He's going to have to say, Peter Thiel is Satan, and here's why that's good. JD has to get out there and go, wouldn't you rather know who Satan is and be friends with him and have dinner with him than have it be like, who's Satan?
Right.
So he's got to get out there and say, I happen to be friends with Satan. And I want that to be
misunderstood.
I want it to be destigmatized.
Right. If Satan could go on the Nelk Boys, maybe they could straighten it out.
That's right. Peter Thiel on the Nelk Boys, when they go, what do you think about fast food? And he goes, I take 1 pill every day to survive. And it gives me all of my nutrients.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Peter Thiel eats food like a person. I think it's like he has some type of,
What? What do you think?
I think a lot of these tech people, they don't like food. They're not food people, a lot of these tech people. I went to a few of these tech things in Austin. It's not, the food's never the thing. They're not like food people. They're not like, ooh, let me eat food. Like wasps are not either. Like real old school, like waspy.
Didn't you get invited to have lunch or something or dinner with Peter?
Yes, I said no.
Did you?
I said no. I'm a little wary of that circle of people. And I'm not saying there's anything inherently evil about them because obviously there's people in there. I don't know that I want to go to a dinner with someone who's going to talk endlessly about the Antichrist.
But yet you'll go to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, of course.
And perform.
Of course.
I've been to Peter's house twice.
Yeah.
I went once with dinner with Eric Weinstein. I forget who else. And then the second time he brought me in because they were going to have lunch with Eric von Daniken.
Oh, the guy, the Chariots of the Gods.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah. I'm in. And I know so much about that.
Yeah.
So I was asking him all these questions.
I'm sure he's a very nice guy. Like Peter Thiel. People
He's a
that
nice
know
guy.
him
I've
go,
had
he's
him
a
on the
nice guy.
podcast.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I get invited to a lot of dinners and a lot of things. And what I try to do is I try to say to myself, I need to be able to criticize people and make fun of them.
Right.
So, it felt like really weird to go to this guy's house and then shit on him the next day.
Do you think that's part of the strategy of inviting you to go to places?
Yes.
Yeah.
Most likely. But it doesn't work because I can't shut my mouth. I can't shut my mouth. So, I mean, I've said things, people in my own family get mad at me because I can't shut my mouth.
Yeah.
So it's certainly not going to work. If you're a billionaire invites me somewhere, it's not going to work. So then you're probably going to have to kill me. And I'd rather you not.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I see what you're saying. Well, you can't get too close.